Hey, shalom. IUIC Tulsa. What? You haven't subscribed yet? Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Shalom.
Slavery. Why would something like that happen? Right? Why would slavery happen? You went into the war aspect, which is true. Right? We were attacked by different nations due to we took losses in wars. That's biblical, right? But at the point in time when we were taken from the west coast of Africa, you see what I'm saying? It was biblical prophecy that that would happen to us. You see what I'm saying? Are you familiar with Deuteronomy?
Some parts. Don't let me.
Nah, you good. This ain't to put you on the spot. Nah, you good. So, Deuteronomy 1:1. So, I'm going to show you real quick. It ain't going to be long. I'm going to show you slavery in the Bible. All right? So, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So, Moses, he was talking to the Israelites, right? The Israelites are the 12 sons that descend from Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which made them a nation. You get what I'm saying? So he's talking to these people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We teach they are the Israelites. We are the Israelites according to biblical prophecy. I'm going to prove that. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Because God said this would happen to us. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So look, right after we left out of Egypt, right? You remember the story? I know you know this history. When Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? So right after we got out of that point in time, now God is laying a new plan ground. He said, look, you were serving other gods in Egypt. This is your second chance, you know what I'm saying, to do it the right way. So look, you either gonna keep my commandments, meaning what? Keep all the commandments, not just 10. There's more than 10 commandments. You're gonna keep my commandments and be blessed above all nations, or you're gonna break my commandments and be cursed. You notice we always be saying we cursed as a people, meaning what? We trying to break generational curses. This is what we were referring to, but we just don't be knowing it. Watch this, read.
And to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So it says, cursed shall thou be in the city. No matter where you go. You from Tulsa?
I ain't originally from Mississippi.
Okay, you from Mississippi. I kind of hear it. I hear it a little bit. One of our leaders in the congregation from Mississippi. Talking, I hear it for sure. I'm from Chicago. No matter what, though, what we're saying is, wherever we go, and you want to go to the worst parts of that city, what people are you going to find living in those conditions?
Most like
Exactly. You're going to find blacks, Hispanics, right? You go to the reservations. The reservations are in terrible conditions. You're going to find so-called Native Americans. Even most of the time, they dwell amongst us. You see what I'm saying? That's a curse. That's a curse right there. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Cursed shall thou be in the field. Meaning what? What was going on during the time of slavery? How did slavery relate to fields right here? It says, cursed shall thou be in the field. How do you think we were cursed in the field? Picking cotton. Hey, Mississippi has a ton of ensigns that are still set up for you to go see. That was real history. You know what I'm saying? It's still tons of cotton fields that are still there. We just not picking them no more. Showing you this is a curse. We are the only nation that can relate to these curses. Watch this. Verse 68. Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So God is telling the Israelites, because remember, how did we get out of Egypt? What did we do? What kind of, did we run? Did we walk? What did we do? Right, we walked out of Egypt. So now, read it again. You don't gotta read that, that's right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So now he's telling them, hey, you're gonna go into Egypt again with ships. Now, if we walked out of Egypt, why would we have to go back again on ships? It's because this isn't referring to that same physical Egypt. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this, Exodus 20 and 2. Exodus 20 and 2. Because Contrary to popular belief, this Bible is our history book. Read that. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. All right, this Bible is our history book. We be looking for things that we're taught in school about our history, right? We always think our history starts at 1619. But best believe, this Bible has all of our history. It has our rise, it has our fall, and guess what? It prophesies our rise through the Black Messiah again. Read.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So now go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. He said you're going to go into Egypt again with ships. The word Egypt means bondage. So now he's letting you know, look, you break my commandments, you're going to go into slavery again on ships. You see what I'm saying? So now watch this, read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
So how did we get to America?
Some of those ships, you see.
Right, some of us on ships. You did refer to some history that we were already dwelling here. That's true. So-called natives and Hispanics were already dwelling here. That's prophecy in the Bible as well. When you read 2nd Esdras 13, it shows you how the Northern Kingdom, Native Americans and Hispanics, how they got to this side of the earth. But what I'm showing you is, what other nation went into slavery on slave ships? What other race of people outside of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans?
I'm saying like
Yes. What I'm showing you is that we are these people.
Right.
This history don't relate to nobody, bro. Nobody. You see what I'm saying? Read.
And there you should be sold unto your enemies.
So when we got off those slave ships, we were sold into our what?
To your enemies.
Now, because we operate in the Christian spirit here, us as black people, because there's a Christian church on every corner, we hear that word enemies and we get triggered. Yes, God is saying, according to the scriptures, we have enemies. Because do your friends put you on slave ships and stock you like cargo and let you defecate on one another?
right.
No. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? These are our enemies according to the Bible. Now, in no means are we saying, pick up a gun, pick up a sword, and go attack them. No. God says, if it be possible, live peaceably with all men. You see what I'm saying? Read.
And there you should be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman.
Slave man, slave woman. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall buy you. Right? So what is that going into? The Quaker word for buy is redeem. No man would be able to save us. We've had Malcolm X. We had Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, Huey P. Newton. Right? The names go on and on. We've had all these civil rights leaders come up and try to get us out of these conditions, but yet we're still here. We're still going through the same things. You see what I'm saying? It's because we break God's commandments. Remember, he said, if you break my commandments, curses will come upon you. So if you think that we want to reverse the curse, what do you think we got to do? Right, we got to keep the commandments. You see what I'm saying? So look, you got the flyer? I think you got the flyer. We're on all social media platforms, bro. We got a school. I don't know how often you go back to your hometown, but we got a school in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? We got a school here in Tulsa. We got schools all across the earth where we're waking up our people in these last days because we've never been taught this information. You see what I'm saying?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.